Instagram is a social networking service that allows you to post photos and videos. Instagram is owned by Facebook, and it can help you stay connected with friends and family. Who is on Instagram? When we think about the age groups on Instagram, we sometimes only think that the younger generations are on this site. As time advances, some of the older generation are trying to follow the social media trends. When you think of Instagram, do you think of young girls posting selfies or an older man/woman posting pictures of a recipe? Instagram does tend to aim towards a more youthful audience. The most common age groups falls in the range of 18 to 29, which is 55%, 30 to 49, which is 28%, and 11% of users are between the ages of 50 to 64.
So what do people use Instagram for? People use Instagram for business use, personal use, advertisements, photography. Some people get famous off of Instagram. There's a lot of different things you can do on Instagram. Instagram right now has about 800 million users. Compare that to another popular social media app would be Snapchat. Snapchat has 166 million users right now. So let's talk about average users on their phone. So they say that people use their phone an average of 2 hours a day. And out of that 2 hours, people use Instagram for 53 minutes a day. So if you think about it, that's half the time using their phone, they're using Instagram. So that shows how popular it is. The 90% of Instagram users are going to be at the age of 35 or below. All right, a survey of 2,500 micro-influencers, 60% thought it was the best app for engagement. And compared to other social media, engagement with brands is 10 times higher than Facebook, 54 times higher than Pinterest, and 84 higher than Twitter. Well, when it comes to shopping, people our age are usually impulsive buyers, okay? Almost 60% of Instagram users are between the age of 18 and 29. So we see something we like on Instagram, we click on the link, we're probably gonna buy it. All right, what makes Instagram so fun and why do people use it so much? It allows you to build your brand through pictures and videos. And everything's mobile, so anybody can sign on and look at your stuff. Another thing that's good about Instagram is that Instagram is cracking down on fake users right now. There's a lot of people on Instagram that have fake likes, fake buyers, and Instagram is the first app to crack down on its fake accounts. A survey said that 70% of travel enthusiasts use travel-related hashtags to share their travel plans, while 67% use Instagram to find inspiration for new journeys. So what that's saying is that people use Instagram to see where they're going to go.
Instagram has provided clear evidence of increasing consumer society. Every day we are bombarded with photos including logos of brand name materials which can create a want for products in the user's mind, especially if they see their favorite singer, athlete, or actors using the same products. More importantly, it has become clear that teenagers are more materialistic now more than ever before, going to great lengths to show off their new $200 pairs of shoes. It also allows consumers to interact with people we would have never had the ability to. If you have a friend in China or across the country, it allows us to visualize what life would be like across the world in the safety of our own home.
Business is a massive part of the Instagram community. There are currently 25 million active business profiles on the Instagram app. 60 out of 100 people surveyed said that they saw new products that they were interested on the app. 2 million plus advertisers worldwide use the app to run their ads and promote their items. Over 200 million Instagrammers view a business profile at least once a day. There's been an 80% increase in time spent watching videos for ads and Instagram business profile pages. 1/3 of the most viewed stories on Instagram are from a business page.
Instagram provides a platform to tell visual stories through various ad formats. How is it possible for a little business to stand out on the social media service? What is Instagram advertisement? It's a way of posting products online to reach a larger and more targeted audience. This is one of the most common ways to advertise products. Instagram is a visual platform, therefore you would need an image or a video to reach a larger and more targeted audience. Instagram gives you the control to target specific genders, age ranges, locations, interests, and behaviors. Why do we want Instagram advertising? It's to reach out to individuals, brand awareness, conversion, traffic to your website, engagement. According to research, Instagram faces a tough decision regarding the idea of launching its ad platform in Canada, Australia, and even the UK. If this goes through, the ads will need to be created with a well-detailed appearance to keep up with the image sharing platform. The concern is that the ads could possibly become more intrusive and interfere with social interactions that occur. The most popular ads on Instagram seem to be Nike and Starbucks. They both have a significant number of followers. Could it be their ads that are getting the followers? Have you ever noticed Starbucks has an ad on your feed advertising one of their new drinks? Or Nike advertising one of their new sneakers that they're coming out with? The purpose of paid ads is to have brands promote their images to people who are not following them. For example, if you are scrolling through your feed and you see an ad, there is a chance that you will go onto their page and maybe even follow them. After going onto their page, you might even see a link that leads to one of their websites. This is a perfect way to promote business. What about brands and celebrities building their own ads? While scrolling through Instagram, have you noticed that many celebrities, they put their own ads on Instagram? It does look like celebrities and brands are finding a unique way to photo share their sites. This is a way of building your own advertising. I noticed the idea about ads going onto Instagram without permission. This is not fair because the social media networking service would not be receiving any payment.
Instagram is based around visual content, so it's become a perfect place for beginner and pro photographers to gain a following, connect with other photographers, find potential clients, and even get published. It's also a great place to obtain feedback, like likes, comments, and followers. On Instagram, there is room for everyone to showcase their own photography style and subjects, including architecture, travel, food, fashion, people, or sports, or a particular style of photography, such as black and white, film, or minimalist photography. Whether taking photos is a creative or professional pursuit, Instagram is one of the most powerful tools that both budding and established photographers can use to promote their work. One tactic for reaching a wider audience is using hashtags. Just use the hashtag symbol to tag a location, subject, theme, client, brand, business, or even the equipment that you're using. This connects you to like-minded users searching for the same specific subject. Your Instagram feed can be used for many different things, such as an opportunity to show what goes on behind the scenes. Give your followers an insight or teaser into your shoots or capture important life moments in day-to-day activities. As photographer George Barnes says, "What I like about Instagram is that it's led me to have a daily practice, a discipline. It makes me flex that muscle every day and think about pictures and what I'm trying to say." Above all, Instagram creates a motivation to get out and photograph new things to show your friends, family, and followers.
Instagram is also a really good place for famous people to interact with their fans. So let's talk about some famous people. I'm pretty sure you guys know who these people are. So number one on the list is going to be Selena Gomez. She has 133 million followers. Number two is going to be Cristiano Ronaldo. He has 121 million followers. Number three is Ariana Grande with 117 million followers. Number four is Beyonce with 111. Then we have number five, Kim Kardashian with 108 million followers. Then we have Taylor Swift with 106 million. Then we have Kylie Jenner with 104 million. Instagram is a good way for a normal person to feel like they're living a famous person's life. because they can go on their Instagram every day, they can see what they're doing, the famous people can post their videos, they can post pictures, they can tell you where they're performing at, and also Instagram has a feature where you can message people. So some fans actually message the famous people, and the famous people might sometimes get back to them. That's the cool thing about social media. Before, back in time, when there was no social media, you can never talk to somebody famous unless you saw them in person. Now with Instagram, let's say Travis Scott is having a concert. He posts that he's having a concert at 5 o'clock at Times Union Center. You can actually message him, and let's say he answers, you might get a free ticket. There's a lot of positive things about Instagram with fame. So we have famous athletes, we have football players, we have baseball players, we have celebrities, but there's also people on Instagram who do a lot of stupid stuff and they get famous from that. And that would be the negative aspect of Instagram.
Instagram appears to be a never-ending rat race to find out who is going to have the most likes or followers on their account. This could lead to depression, anxiety, and other mental health issues. It is important to not overuse the app Instagram to avoid these things. In the last year, doing crazy stunts and self-inflicted injuries has become very popular on Instagram and caused a lot of people to gain mass followings of over 1 million followers. This leads to revenue, exposure, and future opportunities for the people that are involved in these type of stunts. Someone specifically would be Supreme Patty, who is constantly inflicting pain among himself for the entertainment of millions of followers. Although the average Instagram user probably won't be doing these types of stunts or theft, it does leave them susceptible to this type of behavior. I believe that the increase in followers among these celebrities on Instagram who commit crimes for the attention of others may lead younger generations to do the same thing in hopes to have millions of followers.
Hey, what's up? What's your name?
Dom, what's your name?
Shamayel.
Nice to meet you.
So, hey, what's going on, man? My name is Liam.
Liam, Derek.
Nice to meet you.
You guys go here?
Yeah, we go here. You go here?
Of course, yeah.
Hey man, what's your name?
Hi, my name's Olivier.
All right, so what's your name?
Joseph.
Joseph.
All right, so do you use the app Instagram?
Yeah, every day.
Alright, so what do you think about Instagram, man?
Instagram, you know, I use it for personal use. I think it's better than Twitter than Snapchat, but that's my opinion.
Alright. So what do you think makes Instagram different from other social medias?
I think just the fact that it's kind of what Facebook would have been, in a sense that there are pictures you can like, you can comment, but it's more fluid, and there's a lot easier access, and there's a broader array of things in Instagram. I use Instagram for a lot, actually. I use it for sometimes news, sports media, and just keeping up with everyday life and friends.
So who do you follow on Instagram?
I follow sports web pages, superstars, sports athletes, and various other famous people, including my friends.
Like Katy Perry, LeBron, Saquon, Kanye, Hudson Valley Library. Yeah, they have cool stuff on that.
I mean, I follow basically anything aviation. I'm really into aviation, so anything aviation and travel. I travel a lot, so anything aviation and travel. And some famous people like sports.
What specific famous people do you follow?
I mean, I am a huge football fan, so my team is the Patriots. So I follow like the players like Tom Brady. And
Yeah, absolutely. Keeping up with the Patriots.
Do you think Instagram is a good way to communicate with your friends?
I think so, especially over long distances, because it's gaining a lot of options now with video chatting and all these other things, and the ability to send gifs and memes and all that. So it just makes interacting with, doesn't have to necessarily be just friends, but multiple people, easier.
Now, how do you think Instagram affects American culture?
I think it affects people's self-esteem sometimes, like, you know, with the amount of likes or how many, like, you know, someone's friend has more followers or more likes, you know, stuff like that.
I mean, it's a good place to meet some new girls, meet some new friends, but I guess people can feel pretty sad because if they see lives that they don't have, they might get jealous.
I feel people, their personality can definitely get a lot more aggressive based on like just likes and stuff.
It affects it in more negatives than positives, in my opinion, because influence is powerful, and people with the wrong information can find other people who also have wrong information, and that can coalesce into something else entirely and can influence even more people. So the power of influence alone is more negative than positive when it comes to social media and things like Instagram.
About how long a day do you think you'd spend on Instagram?
Hour to 2 hours, probably. I'll do.
I definitely use Instagram every single day, probably for at least 3 hours a day.
The advertisement side of Instagram, do you think that Instagram makes you want to buy stuff when you see anything on the page?
I mean, I certainly think so, but other times it ads that don't necessarily have anything to do with what you're interested in, but it's good suggestions. And if it does bother you, there are ways to avoid those things or turn that off, report them, whatever it may be. It's not fixated on pushing it in your face and kind of forcing you to buy it.
Do you ever buy anything off Instagram or follow any business pages?
Never, but I follow a company that sells like travel stuff.
How do you feel about your information on Instagram? Do you think your information is safe? Like other websites like Facebook, they've gotten some trouble with some stuff like that. Do you think your Instagram, do you think your information is safe on Instagram?
I don't think Instagram or information on any social media platform is truly safe. You look at what happened with Facebook. You use Facebook to log into all these other social media chains, and that's honestly just a sacrifice you have to make in order to be a part of social media.
All right, man. Thank you for the interview, man. Thank you for the interview, all right, man?
Got you, bro. What class is this for?
English.
Is Miss Bourne in there? Yeah. Miss Bourne, tell her I said hi.
Neither of the founders of Instagram, Kevin Systrom and Mike Krieger, had a classic software engineering background. Systrom was more in charge of operations of the business, while Krieger focused on the engineering aspects. The two knew just enough about engineering to kick off Instagram's platform, but today it operates out of Facebook's Silicon Valley campus, which consists of a team of about 100 engineers. This service accommodates about 300 million active users who post about 70 million pictures daily. There are multiple reasons why Instagram is so good at engaging their audiences. The mobile functionality of the app makes it easy to use when you're on the go. The visual nature, which suggests that humans prefer to gather information through sight, which is why visual marketing has been so popular over the years. Instagram separates itself from other social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter due to the simplicity of the app. Instagram doesn't limit themselves to one social function, which allows them to maximize their user base and target audience.